everybody, this is Tina with Rehatch Designs, and we are here today for a flip-flop journal flip through. So let's get started. I have been working on this journal on my channel, and we did pretty much a start to decorating and that point, and then I finished it on my own, and here is the finished product. It is a very shabby pink journal. I really love how it turned out. I think it is really a fun journal. It is really my first true flip-flop. I've done other ones that had a lot less flipping and flopping, maybe one flip-flop, but this one has 4 signatures in it. It has over 120 pages, so it's actually a chunky little journal, and I love how it turned out. It's got just the right amount of shabby on it, whatever. I don't know size-wise. Let me get my ruler out because I don't know that I measured it. Let's see. So I think, let's see, it is 9.5 by probably a little over 4. And then technically I guess the spine is all of it. So that is probably 2 inches with the tie on, and I would imagine it's probably closer to 3 inches when you take it off. I don't know, it kind of has 2 fronts. This is what I kind of am showing as the front. This is where the tie is, but you could technically use this side of it as the front as well. It wouldn't really, it just, either one would work. The way this journal works, there's really 2 fronts, so I decorated it with that in mind. So this has a bunch of stuff on top. This doesn't. I mean, really, it probably would be better to have this as the front because it would lay flat when you're working in it. But of course, you can take all these things out too, so that, you know. Anyway, let's go ahead and start with this being the front, and we'll go through it. First, I want to talk about the outside a little bit. This was made with 7 envelopes, and if you want to see how I made it, I will put that video in the description box so that you can click on it and see the how-to. Let's see. I used mainly My Porch Prints, but there are some freebies out there from Artie Mays, and there may be some other ones out there just to here and there, but for the most part that's mainly who I used in here. And it was really not one kit, it was just a lot of leftovers from different kits that I had, and they all seem to go together pretty well. That's pretty much what it is. This is a chiffon bow. It's a nice light pink. This is a little snippet that I had in my little leftovers that I put on the top of this, and then I put this little applique with the flower and some pearls. Over here, this was another little snippet that I had that I put on the bottom. Just, I don't know, to me it kind of balanced it out. This is a little rusty coilless pin that I put some crystal beads and a pink pearl bead and a white one to kind of a nod to the pink here and then the white up here. Let me show you the back other front. This bow over here serves a purpose, but it also, I think, helps decorate the front of this. This is another little snippet that I made into like a little pocket in front, and then this is a larger coilless rusty safety pin that I put 3 crystal beads and then a couple pearl beads. And then this is a little rusty hair clip that I put some little crystals on, and you'll see why when I flip it over. So anyway, so that is the outside, and of course on the sides of the papers you've got mainly all very vintage or antique lace throughout the whole thing, and I ended up using way more than I thought I was going to. And I think it turned out just the right amount of shabbiness. So let's open this up, and you will see at the very front I have a smaller envelope, and that is where you have this other little cluster. And let me move this over so I make sure it's in the frame. So, and then here's our little rusty pin on here. And when you open it up, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see the inside of that envelope. And there is a pocket there. And I've made this little journaling card. And this is just one that I made with different inks on my gel plate. And then I embossed it with the stamp, a Tim Holtz stamp. So that just goes right in here on the side. And also when you open it up, you will find that this is actually a tuck spot, and there's a little library card there, so you can put your name on it. Here is a little receipt. It's very vintage from the 1922. And then this is just the inside. So you could put a picture there. You could write something in here. I was going to put something there, but I decided I'm going to leave it because I really felt like you could personalize that very easily. So anyway, that is where that goes. And then you open it up, and the first page has this pretty pocket that's made out of vintage or really antique lace, and then you've got all these nice little journaling cards in there. So this thing is really packed with stuff in it, but yet I think it really has a lot of writing room in here, a lot. So, and here is another little journaling card on this pretty page here with a rusty paper clip. There's a lot of rusty things in here to go with a shabby look, so that is what you'll see. Another little postcard, another writing page, and here you have some blank. I think this one was avocado dyed. It's one of the avocado dyed that I did that is a very, very light pink. I don't know if you can even tell it's pink, but it is. And here is a receipt. This is a digital. This is an envelope that we made on my channel. Excuse me. That we had decorated on my channel together, and I put it in here. I had to resize it a little bit, but it worked fine with a little journaling card in there, and it is set in this belly band that has antique trim in it. This one is just a page to write on, another shorter page. This is a book from the late 1800s, just a page out of it. This is just a decorated page that I had put in there. That's the middle of the first signature. That other side of the page. Here is another little library card, and it is under a rusty safety pin, not safety pin, paper clip. And this is a little cluster. We made these on my channel, and it's also a little side tuck there, so you can tuck stuff in there. You can put it under the paper clip any way you want to do it. This is a vintage receipt, and it is from 1927, and from New York. So there we go, and that's an authentic piece. And I put a lot of authentic pieces in this journal, so if you don't want them in there, take them out, collage with them, make things with them. Here's a couple more pages. This is a tea-dyed paper. This is the back of another page. This is some antique lace that I made a little tuck spot in, and you've got this journaling card, and then you've got another piece of ephemera from 1922. And I love the patina of these old pieces. You really can't duplicate it. You can make it look close, but not quite the same. This is a vintage postcard. No, actually it's an antique postcard, and it is 1919. So, and I thought it was really pretty, went really well with the journal, and it fits in this really pretty pink lace pocket, and that is some antique lace there. On this side we have one of my little flip ups that we made on my channel, and it is held with a magnet, so it goes back down pretty easily. You can write a little note or message there, and it's also a tuck spot. So we have this pretty little journaling card, and then this other receipt. It's a beautiful pink from 1926. Then we have this pretty journaling card, and then there's another piece of ephemera, and this is from 1922. It's a beautiful patina on that one. So let's put that up there. And this beautiful lace. I don't even know if I showed you the other lace pieces, but all of these laces are really antique laces, and they're gorgeous. There's different colors of beige and white and pink in there. And then here is another lace pocket, and that is an antique lace. And here's this beautiful journaling card with another little card up here, and of course you can write up here, and another piece of ephemera. It looks like some sort of a list. Put that up here. This is an antique piece of music page, coffee dyed paper, another shorter piece, another, I think this one might be tea dyed, but it's parchment paper. This is from a antique book that I have, and it has a really nice feel to it. Anyway, here is another piece of my pink dyed paper, my tea dyed. This is from a antique French book. This is a couple of little journaling cards, and they are put on there with the rusty paper clip with this antique trim there. And a lot of the papers that you'll see in here, this came from a TN kit from My Porch Prints. I don't remember which one it is, but I really love these, how well the size fit in here. And of course some of these pages are longer, some are shorter, but it was great to you know, not to have to resize it. It's stuff I actually already printed out, so it fit really well in this journal. So this is the middle of the second signature, and you're opening up to these two pockets, and this is some antique lace here, and here are some journaling cards that are in there. This is another vintage receipt from 1922, and there's also a paper clipped image up here on top. Of course you can always write on these pages underneath, and then you have all the writing room of the back of all the journal cards too. So And here on the other side, you have this beautiful picture, another gorgeous journaling card, and then this little card here. So all of those go back in here. If there's a theme to this, it's roses, obviously, but it's really just kind of a shabby rose look. This is the part of that French book. Coffee dye. Now that may be, this may be actually the avocado dye. I just remember I did the avocado dye and it didn't turn out as pink as I wanted it to, but it's really actually a pretty color. And then here's the other pink paper. This is a very vintage dictionary. It's really has a really cool paper to it. And then this is that parchment paper, other paper, and avocado dye paper. Okay, so this is the music paper that I made a little tuck spot. It's got this little image here of this girl, and then we have another very almost crumbling receipt from 1918, and it's kind of a light green color, so I thought it went well with this picture, so I put it in there. The back of that music paper. This is a beautiful antique postcard, and this is from 1911, and it's beautiful pink roses. Anyway, that fits right in here, and that is another piece of antique lace there. This is an envelope. This is an antique, beautiful, soft piece of lace here, and I made this little envelope that it just has some scraps of lace and trim and sari silk just to kind of dress it up a little bit, and inside it has these little journaling cards or little journaling papers that you could journal on if you wanted to. So that is just some extra writing space in there. Put that right there. This is a Sampool digital and a Sampool stamp down here with a antique button, and this is just a paper bag with that on there, and then here is a journaling card that's inside there. So that is that. Turn that over. Okay, now that takes you to the end, and now you're on the other side. So here's the other side of the journal, and this is the front of it. So basically this is the front. This little bow is holding something in. You'll see that in a minute. This is the rusty coilless pin that has 3 crystal beads and 2 pearl beads. This is just a snippet roll that I put on there just to dress it up a little bit, to shabby it up. And then of course in this little pocket you've got this beautiful little rose sitting in front that decorates it. And then this is a collage tag, a little tiny one that I made, and it's got some of that pretty pink trim on top. This is a little envelope that has this little heart thing in it here, and some more journaling cards there. And then that's what the front looks like. Okay, so it is all just kind of tucked in there. Quite honestly, it was just, I just grabbed a bunch of stuff and put it in there, and I went, wow, that looks good. So anyway, on the very top of this, because this is another envelope right here, a smaller envelope, and this is another journaling card that is a collage tag that fits right up on top. So that fits right up here. So you can either leave it there, take it out. And this has some pretty lace trim on the side, and the bow over here I think decorates it really well. But the reason the bow's there is it is holding in this little tiny journal And what's holding it shut is this rusty hairpin. And when you open it up, it just has a bunch of different pages in it. You can slide this out and not have it in there. Totally up to you. Take it with you. You can take this bow off and use it to tie this. Totally optional what you want to do with that. But I thought it was a cute place to kind of hide that extra little journaling space because you can't really see it. And then inside there's a little pocket that is kind of hidden behind there, and it has several little journaling cards in there for you to write on or do whatever you want to do. But anyway, those fit right in this little pocket, and it's meant to be hidden behind there. So anyway, that is how that works. And this little clip, when you put it on there, you can see the whatever from the other side. So when you tie this shut, it holds it all down. So anyway, that is that. So that is the first page, and here's some beautiful antique lace here. Nice cream color. And I didn't dye any of these or coffee dye any of them. I just left them their natural color because they're really, some are vintage, but most of them are really antique, and they have their own, you know, after a while, their own color. This is the first page, and then there's beautiful antique lace here, and you have all of this in there. You've got this little card here, another little library card, a journaling card there, and then here is, this is a really pretty receipt. I love the colors in it, from 1927. I thought it went well on that page. So anyway, that is that. And then you've got a journaling card up here with the rusty paper clip. And of course all this room to write here. And on this side you have this beautiful, what I love about the antique laces and trims is they're very soft, a lot of them. They just feel, I don't know, maybe it's just what they made them out of, or maybe it's age, I don't know. So here's another antique card. I think this says 1914. Anyway, it's a beautiful card. It fits right in here. So, and then on the other side is your antique music paper with another vintage receipt. And I got this ephemera, and so many of them have these old pins in them, so I left the old pin in here, and this is how it was actually together. You can see how the page discolored it. And of course you can write on the back of that, or you can take this and make stuff with it, or do whatever you want. But I love these old pins, so I've been trying to find some like that, about that size, and to rust them, and I can't find exactly like that. So if anybody knows, let me know, because I would love to have some to make. This is a beautiful paper that it was an accident. I don't know how it turned out that color, but it did. So I put it in there. This is what it is on the other side. Anyway, that's in there. Another short page. This is another one of those little tab tucks that I made on my channel. A little journaling card, and here is another piece of ephemera. And I don't know. 1922. So that just tucks right there. Here is the another pink dyed paper. I think I did these with Easter egg dye, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know what I did this with, but it had this marking on it, but I don't know. It feels like parchment paper too. Okay, so this is one of the journal pages, and this is the middle of that. This is the third signature, I believe. And you have the beautiful journaling card here, and this gorgeous piece of vintage receipt right there. And then well, it's really not vintage, it's antique, I guess, because it's 100 years. So, and then this is an antique postcard from 1909 with this beautiful antique lace. It's really pretty right there. I tried to use different ones. They're not the same, even though they look similar, but they're really not the same. And then this page here, that's so pretty there. And this is a very old antique book that I have, and it just has a really nice feeling to it. And then my pink dyed paper again, and then that other paper. And then here's the music paper again, but I folded it over to make a little tuck spot. And you have this journaling card, and then a really, really pretty receipt from 1922. So, this one is a postcard. It's really pretty. And in the inside, you have this journaling card. So, on this beautiful antique trim here on that pink page. Got this page you could definitely write on. This is a page that I made out of just a collage sheet, and then I did kind of like a crazy quilt on there. And here are some journaling cards that are in there, and then another antique. Sorry guys, my allergies are killing me. Piece of ephemera. So those go right there. There we go. With this beautiful antique trim on the side. And when you open this up, well, no, I didn't show them yet. Okay, we haven't hit it. There are pockets on 2 of these, and this is what is in one. Is some of that journaling, some journaling papers that you can use to write on. And there's also a journaling card, so you can write on that as well. So lots of stuff. You could tuck other things in there. So here is, we're coming up on the last signature. This is another one of my little flip up thingies where you can definitely write on here, and then it closes, and then you've got a little tuck spot with this pretty little picture in it and another little journaling card. And this has some receipts in there from 1922 with another one of those little, I love these little, I guess they didn't have staples back then, straight pins. So anyway, I just put that in there because I thought it looked cool. Maybe it went the other way, I don't remember. But lots to play with in this journal. And then here is this beautiful page with this gorgeous pink antique trim. And then on this page, you've got some of the pink antique lace as a pocket. You've got a few little journaling cards in there. And then these are just little bookmarks that I put in there extra. You may want to use them, may not. But I thought I would put those in. This is a vintage ledger that I have. Actually, it's antique because it's like 1918. It's kind of amazing how good a shape the ledger page is. Every ledger I have that's antique, they're really, I think they put a lot of cotton in their paper, and it's really kind of thick. But anyway, here's that part of it, and then here is an antique postcard from 1909, and this is really beautiful. And on this side is another one of those little cluster tabs that I made, and a couple of little journaling cards that go in there. So let's see. One of my pink pages, the short page. This is one that I decorated. I think I stenciled that. I don't know. Like I said, this journal is really just stuff I had around. It's not really anything that I went and printed out. This is a antique French English dictionary piece right there. That is a piece that I dyed. I think this is a second set of avocado dye. So it turned out like this. Anyway, so that is the other side. Here is one of the journaling pages. This is the middle of the last signature, and it has this beautiful antique light pink blush lace on it, and I made 2 pockets out of it. And in this one, you've got all of these little journaling cards there. That beautiful picture of that little girl, and this little one right here, and one more back there. Okay, so those are in there. And on this side, you have these beautiful journaling cards. So, lots and lots of stuff there. And there's still all this room to write too. Okay, so that's the back of that. There's that page again. Here's the French dictionary page. Here's that decorated page, short page, pink page. And this is the ledger that I just did a little flip out there. This is the last page, and it has beautiful lace trim and that little journaling card, another journaling card, and then another piece of vintage ephemera from 1926. So anyway, and then on the very, very, very last page is the envelope that I have from Sam Poole. I was forgetting, and I also used her little stamp and a flower, and then it has this little beautiful tag in there. Alright, so that is it, guys. That is the journal. I am actually going to sell this. I wasn't going to, because I really, really love it. I just love it. This is what it's like without the tie-on, but what I love about this, it's really not gator mouth, because it's not, you're not trying to stuff everything all in one signature. But it's just, it's nice and chunky. It's got a lot in it. But at the same time, it's just absolutely, you know, perfect as far as size. You know, you're gonna have a lot of writing room in this. It's actually, you know, what, 120 pages, so it's not a small journal. But the size on the outside is, you know, comfortable. So anyway, when you see this should be in my Etsy shop, and I will list it below. But it is Rehatched Designs with the number 2 and then U. The letter U, not Y-O-U. And I am making another one. I just enjoyed making this so much, and it was so much fun. I'm actually making another one because I had enough stuff left over that I think I can make one more. Hopefully I'll get it done in the next few days. We shall see. But I absolutely love it, and as I said, I will put in the description box how we made this journal together. There's it's a two-part. One is actually the structure, and then 2 really sewing in the signatures and putting lace and trim on. Alright, so that's it, guys. I will see you soon. I don't know for sure when. I did want to say one thing. I am having a giveaway of this last journal that I had a flip through in, which was this one, which I absolutely love. Anyway, this journal is being given away on my Facebook group, and I'm trying to grow my group. Only has like 100 people on it now. The thing is, all you have to do to win this is to join my Facebook group and post a picture of what you're currently working on, and that enters you in to win. So my Facebook group is Rehatched, REHATCHED, and then space designs, DESIGNS. So I will put the link in the description box. So that is all you have to do for a chance to win this. And on June 30th, I am going to, every person that has posted, you will be entered into a giveaway. And also too, you can post daily if you want to, because every time you post, as long as it's not the same thing, something different, you will be entered, maximum one time a day. And so this is going to go on until June 30th, and then this journal will be given away. So considering there are not that many entries so far, you have a really, really good shot at winning it. So I would, if you're wanting this journal, try your luck, because you have pretty good odds. Okay. All right, we will see you again soon. I'm not sure when I'm gonna do another video. I might do one this weekend, but likely it will not be until next week. So the best thing to do is to subscribe and hit the bell, and you'll be notified. I try and do a couple of process videos a week, but I am actually really trying to get some journals finished, so that doesn't leave a lot of time to do process videos. So I am trying to do as many as I can. So I hope I will see you again soon. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.